Hello, this is Ed Gomes, talking about the final project for EDP 632, problem at King's Pharma. So you're a chemist at King's Pharma Corporation. Recently, your company has received a large number of complaints regarding its popular quick pain relief medication, also called QPR, containing acetaminophen. Most complaints are fairly consistent. Many pills and bottles have been broken or are chipped. Your boss asks you to do a quality check to figure out what's wrong. You're also expected to offer suggestions on how to fix the problem. Your team has four possible theories. Broken pills are a result of insufficient amounts of sucrose in recent batches of QPR. Sucrose is a binding agent that prevents pills from crumbling. Manufacturing machineries may be contaminated with aspirin from previous aspirin batches that your company manufactured. So those impurities are being mixed with the QPR. So in other words, the broken chips in QPR are actually aspirin impurities. A combination of those two theories or another unforeseen problem is the responsible defect in QPR. So that is the introduction that the students would receive. Okay, so lab groups of students of 3 to 4 students will be given a memo with a company letterhead outlining the problem, which is what I just read through. Students are going to create a list of knows and needs to knows, just to kind of get their brain thinking, kind of get them into the project and thinking about the project. But before they really dive into it, after that initial brainstorm, I'm going to discuss with them the importance of collaboration and organization in order to get this type of project completed. And they'll be given time to choose a team leader to help them stay focused. And they will also need to agree on and write down guidelines that will direct their work through the project of how they want to get things done, work ethic and things like that. Now, this project could go in a lot of different directions, and it could be really overwhelming to high school chemistry students. Therefore, I have chosen to give them a few objectives, just loose objectives to help them just get through the project. So these are going to be kind of like checkpoints, or a gateway or something like that they need to check with. They need to complete one and check with me before they move on to the next part. So these are loose goals for them. So they'll need to identify physical and chemical properties of sucrose, acetaminophen, and aspirin. They need to learn common separation techniques for mixtures that may be helpful in separating the substances present in the damaged QPR batch. Then they combine those things to create a flow chart of procedures that will help them separate the mixture. Then they'll carry out the procedures with the batch they receive from me. And then finally, they'll create and present a report with results of what the problem is and their suggestions on how to fix the problem. So they would be given this checklist, resources in Google Classroom to help them guide through the process after they've written their contract and everybody's agreed to it. Now, these objectives are based off of my own objectives written in Bloom's taxonomy language. So it starts out with simpler learning goals with simpler terms like identify and understand. Then it goes to higher level thinking. So they're going to be creating a flow chart, performing or applying procedures, creating and presenting reports, supporting their judgment, and then formulating suggestions on how to fix the problem. So of course the assessment conclusion of the lesson is they're just going to have lab reports to turn in and present. Those are assessed as a group, but each individual will also receive a peer assessment from their peers, and I'll get the average of all the peer assessments and add it as part of their grade of their individual contribution to the group. Thank you.